What up, world? You done found the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. Follow us on Instagram at the Super Facts Show. On Facebook, subscribe to the Super Facts Network. If you want to watch the episodes, it's available on YouTube and Facebook. And then if you want to hear it, it's wherever you get your podcast, Stitcher, Deezer, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, etc., etc. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Rate, review, like, subscribe, follow all that good stuff people will be asking you for. We won't be asking you for no money. And also make sure you subscribe to St. Laz, New York City's greatest storyteller and occasional co-host of the show. All right, y'all go ahead and enjoy the episode after you do all that. What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network. Tonight we got with us the man, the myth himself, Jay Hood. What's up, brother?
What's going on with you, man?
Shit, chilling. You usually I do a little intro to set up who the guest is, but I consider you a legitimate legend. You know, for people that remember, there was a time when streaming came in, but not as it is today, but with like Napster, and artists started giving away promotional mixtapes or making mixtapes and selling them themselves. In the South, they call them street albums, but when they really got going was, you know, basically you, D Block, Dipset, G Unit, and that whole time basically changed the whole infrastructure of the game and took a lot of power out of the record label's hands. And you were by far one of the top mixtape artists. And that's to say nothing of the independent success you've had in the last, I don't know, decade or so, however long it's been. I mean, it seems like you've never stopped releasing quality projects. And I'm just curious, do you consider yourself a legend?
I mean, to me personally, when people speak about being legends and all that, I kind of think like real legends, let other people, dictate that for them. You know what I mean? Not really dictate, but label them legends. You know what I mean? I wouldn't feel, right if I called myself a legend. You know what I'm saying? But I've been called that by other people though. You know what I mean?
Do you feel I have sound logic?
Yeah,
Word.
absolutely.
All right, and then before we get into anything else, man, I want to congratulate you. I see you got a book coming out if it's not already released.
Nah. Actually, I have one out right now. It's a poetry book, but I also put it out in spoken words form.
Okay.
I have an autobiography slated to come out fourth quarter.
Okay. Well, shoot, I'm definitely gonna be checking that out. I'm a voracious reader, and I love rapper biographies. I got just about all of them.
Man, it's gonna be a must-have then, man.
I'm sure. I'm sure. You know, like not even no messy shit. I'm sure you got lots of stories just because of the legendary shit you was around.
Yeah, and that's not even what the book is about. You know what I mean? As far as like it being messy, it's just more so because the name of it is called Tales from the Hood. So if anyone knows about my whole career, my debut album was supposed to be called Tales from the Hood. So I figured all the people that knew of me that was waiting on that album, I might as well, still use that title to refresh their memories with it. And it's
Yeah,
actually Tales from the Hood, so it's like me telling my story. So
yeah. I mean, shit, better late than never. You know,
yeah.
I remember that shit so vividly, bro. I'm from the DC area, right? And there used to be this Greyhound Express bus, and it was $40, and it ain't stopped. It just went straight to New York, and you get there in like 4 hours, right? And I used to catch that shit and go up there and cop like mad mixtapes, like some for me, but some to sell. Because in DC we basically only had Go Go. And I remember your Big Mike DJ drama jump. Like not only did that shit go ridiculously hard, I remember I had a Discman, and you know, like sometimes mixtapes weren't playing Discman and shit, you know what I mean? And when I was coming back, that was like the only one that would work, and I listened to it over and over. And I made sure I kept like 3 copies of that. Like usually I'd sell all of them but one. But I just remember, man, I can't even count how many J Hood mixtapes I have. I still got at least like 10 of them over there with
bro,
my
not
CDs.
even no funny shit, but you know what I mean? I'm not even a nigga that be like that be throwing like shit out there to be like, yo, I did this, I did that. But real shit, man, like low key, I was like one of the first New York motherfuckers with a mixtape hosted by DJ Drama, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You know what I
bro,
mean?
you was the first in a lot of things in the mixtape game.
And
But you know,
honorary mentions too when we was talking about the Napster shit, LimeWire, because that shit was huge back then too.
yeah, I mean, it changed the game. Like I remember, you know, it'd be like regional people. I mean, not UGK, they was bigger, but I don't know, like Swisher House that we never would hear because they wouldn't put them in the record stores and they wouldn't be on the radio. And now all of a sudden, you know, somebody done made a remix of that jump featuring Jay-Z, a Jay-Z verse or something. So you're like, what the fuck is this? And I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But
facts. Super fact.
But like let's talk about right now, you know, you got the latest song What If, and you got your latest album Pesci 3 Nikki. On What If, you shout out Max B. I'm curious, did you know him? Did you meet him?
Yeah, I ran into Max a few times. Actually, funny story, man. The last time I seen Max, uh, I wasn't supposed to perform, but we was at a venue together in Connecticut, and this was a long time ago. Obviously, it was before he got locked up. So we was in like Waterbury, CT. He was supposed to perform. I was like hosting an event or doing like a walkthrough or something like that.
Right.
So, you know, I ain't gonna lie, we in there getting wavy, like super OD wavy. Like this is when I was, you know, I used to every now and then I pop a pill or two. So I popped a little pill up in there. So you know, I was on my level and shit. You know, like no cap, niggas was like the flies motherfuckers up in there. All the hoes was up on us and all that shit. So the nigga Max get up on stage. You know, he performed and all that, and you know, he was like, "Where my nigga Hood at?" I ran up on stage and all that. You know, we chilling, everything good, man. So some hating niggas, you know, when you doing this as long as I've been doing it, and you've been around who I've been around, you learn certain things. And me, I'm observant. I've always been observant. You know what I mean? Like I'm not one of those dudes that just be out there on some dummy shit. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm looking at everybody's faces in the crowd. You know what I mean? Looking at their reactions, looking at how they move, looking at their body language, everything. You know, I'm drunk, but I ain't on no goofy shit. So
Word.
I see a few different guys like their facial expressions aren't like everyone else that's enjoying themselves. Like you know what I mean? So I'm looking at them. So I make eye contact with one of them. Motherfucker like, yo, fuck you, nigga, D-block. And this is during the time when me and them was having our differences. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm laughing and shit. So I try to laugh it off. And they serious about this shit. They keep like, you know what I mean, flipping the bird to me, like popping mad shit. It's like four of them. So man, you know, after a while, I'm not, you know, I start talking back. I'm like, man, fuck you, man. Da, da, da. And they started like, they kept talking. So me, I ain't gonna lie, I walked off the stage. I ain't even tell my niggas what was going on. I walked off the stage, ran down on them. I like mushed one of them. Long story short, the fight broke out. You know what I mean? I ain't go front. They got the best of me because I ran down on four niggas and all that shit. I'm only like 5'7", whatever. I ran down on them. That was the last time I seen Max was at that event. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, that's definitely some memorable ass shit. So you know, the Pesci, I like the whole series. On the new song, I mean the new song, the new album, I particularly rock with Legends. That's like my favorite song by far. Like I looked at my little stats. I listened to that song 37 times. And I'm curious, what's your favorite song on there?
Um, Honestly, I think it has to be between Legend and maybe Legacy.
Yeah, that's a strong one. So you know you got this series and you're sampling Pesci lines from movies and stuff. I'm curious, what's your favorite gangster movie? Or not favorite, because like you know, like Cameron's my favorite rapper, but I don't think he's the best rapper. What do you think's the best gangster movie? And by that I mean like mob shit, you know.
That's my movie. I mean,
That's hard, right?
I don't want to sound like you know cliche and be like Scarface and you know God the Godfather and nothing like that. You know what I mean? But it's like it's so many
Yeah,
that you can't be like
Goodfellas, you know what I'm saying?
you know this is just the best one right here. And I can't do it. You know what I mean? I can't even do it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, if you had to, what would you say was the best line in your career, since you're known for so many, you know, punchlines and metaphors?
The best line. Man,
What was, or it don't even gotta be the best one. What's one that you remember that when you thought of it, even to yourself, like not even on Brian your own dick type shit, you was just like, damn, that's dirty.
man, I ain't gonna hold you up. I got a lot of those, man. A lot of those, man. How many you got? A lot. 21 Savage voice, man. Nah, but when I said that,
Yeah,
fuck bitches, because all I do is fuck bitches, and after I fuck bitches, I be like, fuck bitches. Like, yeah.
yeah. That was definitely a. Well, what lyricists did you admire growing up? Because you know, like when you was coming out, a lot of times you could tell if they weren't patterning themselves after them, you could tell who they was listening to. Like they listened to a lot of Nas, for instance, or they might have
What
listened
you,
to a lot of Jay-Z, for instance.
what do you get from, if you could, like, your analyzation? Like, who do you think I came up listening to by listening to me?
The Last Poets,
What happened?
um, the Last Poets, maybe. Probably shit like Run DMC and shit. LL Cool J.
No. I'm saying, like, from listening to me, who do you think I came up listening to?
Rakim, Cool G Rap. Um, I don't know, Pac probably, maybe.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
you definitely rocked out to some Wu Tang and some Illmatic, I'd imagine. Maybe the first AZ album a lot.
Absolutely. Okay. So look, um, the whole way I even got introduced to hip hop was from my older brother, which is like, clearly the way a lot of young kids get introduced to it. You know what I mean? So, and so I came up listening to what he was listening to, which was like Wu Tang, Helter Skelter. And you got to remember, I'm originally from the South, so I grew up in North Carolina. You know what I mean? Up until the point when I was like 11 or 12. So
Okay.
I'm in the South, but my brother had a great ear for hip hop, so he wasn't just listening to Southern artists. Like I was saying, I came up with Wu Tang, Helter Skelter, Nas, Goody Mob, Scarface, Ghetto Boys, motherfucking Boot Camp. Uh,
That Smith and Wesson The Shining was that deal.
that real deal, man. AZ, you know what I mean? Like you said, I mean, like all the real MCs and shit. But ironically, Tupac is the GOAT to me. That's my favorite rapper of all time. You know what I mean? Then Hove, then Nas. You know what I'm saying? Then Big, then Rakim.
You know, I was gonna. That's funny because the Yuck Mouth album, I think it was the Yuck Mouth album. You used the bounce back like round ball line, and I'm curious. Do you think the Blueprint is Jay-Z's best album lyrically?
His best album lyrically.
See, because I always thought Song Cry was something that not too many people can do.
Song Cries that shit, man. Best album lyrically. I don't know.
I mean, you got Reasonable Doubt, you got Volume 2.
I'm gonna give you an unpopular opinion, right?
Okay.
I'm not saying that this is better than Blueprint by any means, but I'm just gonna throw something out there that a lot of people don't even mention at all. That American Gangster album is dope as shit.
It is, especially like if you go back and revisit it. You know what I mean? Like some things, maybe our ears ain't ready for at the time. Like I ain't gonna front. I fronted hard on Outkast. Like I like the first album, but then when they stopped making like gangster shit, I ain't give it
Right.
no chance for like 10 years. And then when I did, I was like, damn, I was missing out on like the best shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was next level. That was ahead of their time type shit.
You know
But
that segues perfectly because I found it. You know, you've had a lot of personal growth. I seen you've gotten into physical fitness. You just seem more formidable as a businessman, as an entity, as a brand. You know,
right.
from your Instagram. I mean, everybody's giving their representative, but your representative certainly looks like you're in a great place. But I found it funny that people was hating on you for wearing casual attire, like they just expected you to wear like 7X t-shirts the rest of your life or something.
Man, you know what it is, man, and it's like it's hilarious to me, man, because it more so goes along with something that I posted about a week ago. You know what I mean? When I was telling people basically that I've been operating below the frequency that I actually I'm capable of operating in for the last 2 decades. You feel what I'm saying? Because I felt like I had to tone myself down because excuse me, because I was in attempts to be fucking not to be accepted, but just to not stand out too much. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and if like because we're in the industry, unfortunately, that if you appear to be, like I said, too intelligent, or if you speak too well, or whatever the case be, they're gonna shun you or look down upon you and think that you can't be this hood or you can't be that or you have to be this way. That like their perception of you, you know what I mean, like means everything. Like you can't be a G if you're not this way, or you like this shit is so stupid. So it's like when homie or whoever was fucking making those comments, like, yo, dog, you supposed to wear a do rag, or your music doesn't fit that. Like, I'm like, yo, dude, this is real life versus music. What are you talking about? So a person's music determines the way they could dress. Like that shit made absolutely no sense to me at all. I'm like, what? But you have people out there that be saying like real silly shit like that though. You know what I mean? Like
Word. I mean, I just thought it was so stupid. I found it amusing. Like that shit made me like literally LOL. You know what I'm saying? Like
it make you think to yourself, like, yo, dude, there's really people out here that be thinking like that.
yeah, no bullshit. But I mean, it's something that probably thinks every wild thing you can fucking imagine in this world. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I had to laugh. I'm like, man, first of all, why are you even concerned with what the next man got on anyway? You feel what
Word.
I'm saying? And number two, my man, I'm damn near. I ain't there yet, but man, I ain't too far from 40. Like, what the hell? Like, I can't be. What you want me to be running around with some Tim's, do rag, hoodies on every single day? You know what I mean? You can't. Like where I'm trying to go right now, and the type of crowds that I'm, attempting to mingle with, and the type of meetings that that I'm being invited to, and the people that I'm trying to associate myself with. You can't be dressing like that, coming
Word.
around them. You know what I mean? Like, and expect to be respected on that level. So it's
Word.
like it's growth, man, and some people just don't understand that at all.
Well, let's take it back. But speaking about being respected on that level, tell me the story of when you freestyled for LeBron James in high school after he got drafted. How did that even happen?
Man, I like to be completely honest with you. I don't know exactly. I don't even think I knew he was gonna like be there with his high school team. But I'm not too sure if you're familiar with Puff's restaurant, Justin's.
Yeah.
Okay, so I forgot who party it was, but someone was throwing a party at Justin's. They invited us. When I say us, I'm speaking about me, Jada, Sheik, and Styles. So we all went there. So upon arriving, we all there. We walking in, we see like a whole bunch of people. Like LeBron is there in the corner with like, as I was saying, like 6 or 7 of his high school team members. You know, and I think like someone else he was with, but I'm not too sure who it was. But I think like Camelo Anthony was
Probably
there
like
too.
Rich Paul or somebody.
Maybe more than likely. Melo was there. A whole bunch of motherfuckers was there. So I go up to Braun and shit. We chopping it up. It's probably like I don't know if it's my first or second time seeing it. Probably like my first, but we chopping it up and shit. He's like, yo, they hyped and shit. You know what I mean? I'm looking at him like, I don't want to be on no other type of shit, but I'm like, oh shit, you feel me? Like I ain't know how huge the nigga was gonna be. I ain't gonna say he a
Word.
lot. Like no funny shit, but the love he was showing me, him and his mans and all that, I'm like, ah man, yo, let me hear something. I kicked something for him. They all went crazy. They're like, yo, I told you. Hey, yo, I told you, man. Hey, yo, this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. I'm like, ah, man. So, I just, after leaving that night and just seeing how his career just skyrocketed, man, that was just something that I always, like, thought about and held dear to me and shit. Nah, that shit too lit.
Yeah, nah, I went way too hard with that. Shit, it seems like you've always been interested in expanding your intelligence, just or maybe your understanding might be a better word. I mean, shit, you read Behold a Pale Horse. Like I don't never try to stereotype people, but not many people under the age of 40 have read Behold a Pale Horse.
Man, the thing with books, first and foremost, anybody that really knows about books and they know about knowledge and things of that nature, they know knowledge is infinite. You feel what I'm saying? So you can never
Yes.
stop learning. So I
Word.
love reading. You know what I mean? I always love reading. It's a lot that people don't know about me. You know what I mean? A lot of people may know of me, but very few people really know me. But the ones
I
that
can dig it.
do really know me, they know that reading is something that I love. You feel what I'm saying? And another thing I stated in that post that I was speaking about, I'm like low key conscious. You know what I mean? Like for those that really, follow me, they see certain signs and certain stuff that I speak about from time to time, but I don't go extra hard with it or try to force my beliefs on anyone. You know what I mean? Because that's not what the shit is about.
Well, yeah,
But
exactly.
I have knowledge of self. You feel what I'm saying? I do infinite studying, and I've been studying, you know, uh, damn near every religion for the past 15 years. I study, politics. I fucking indulge in literature. That's one of my favorite subjects. Social studies, all type of shit. So, you know, it's just different, man, than what the average person may think that a motherfucker is into. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to what you were saying, reading is definitely that shit. The Whole
Yeah.
Appeal, that's a classic. Um, Another one of my favorites is the ISIS Papers from Dr. C. Cress Wilson. Um,
I'm not hip to that.
Another absolute favorite of mine is Black Man of the Nile by Dr. Ben. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of those books that you have to read multiple times because it's
Yeah.
like
I know about it. I've read that one.
you can't like grasp everything within the first read. So it's like you have to
Right.
keep reading it. You know what I mean?
It's like watching Inception or some shit.
Right.
One of my favorite books, if you haven't read it, this is a great recommendation. Do you know who Elaine Brown is?
I heard the name.
She was only female leader of the Black Panther Party, and she wrote a biography, and it's just exceptional.
What's the name of it?
I wouldn't know, but I know there's probably not too many Elaine Brown biographies. I'll find the link on Amazon and send it to you on Instagram. But that shit's dope as hell. And since we talking about strong leaders who deserve recognition, can we finish this up by talking about I don't know, I'm not good at saying, it's retired Major James Capers.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely. Um,
because your thing, it says get retired Major James Capers, and I know if the
yeah.
GT was a military rank or something.
Nah, that's like really let's get Major
But
Cable's, his award that he deserves, man. I mean, you hear about so many war veterans, you know what I mean? And there's so many war veterans that you don't hear about. You feel what I'm saying? And he's absolutely one of the war veterans of Vietnam that you absolutely don't hear about. And you need to know about him. You feel what I'm saying? Because like, and this is me not even exaggerating at all.
nah, I'm looking at the list right now. It's incredible.
He's the equivalent of the real life African American Rambo, like in the flesh, like still living. You feel what I'm saying? Like he shot up to the major rank in the Marines during the early '60s when people of color weren't even looked at as being capable of reaching those ranks. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that's one of them examples of like how a black man had to do a job 3 times better for him to get them jobs in the military. He must have been doing shit like 50 times better.
right, exactly. So, he was recommended for the Medal of Honor, but actually he was recommended for it twice, but he didn't get it because, like we were saying, during that time, those are during the times where, more so the white officers were getting things and stuff like that. So,
Plus, Vietnam is in general it wasn't as well regarded of a war. I imagine they gave out less medals for that than, let's say, like World War II.
right. So, I mean, but his accomplishments are well documented. He has a book out right now called Faith Through the Storm. He has a documentary out called The Legend of Major Capers, and
Where's that at?
it's online. You could get it everywhere, Amazon. Um, and I don't even know if I'm supposed to be sharing this, but it's a movie coming out in the future about him, possibly from Jamie Foxx, because I know he purchased the life story he purchased the rights to his life story.
That,
So
that's what's up. Well, just in case you're not, I won't put that in the write up or nothing.
right.
Um, I would like before we get out of here real quick, I'd like to read his accomplishments. Nominated for the Medal of Honor, awarded the Silver Star, 2 Bronze Stars, Combat V, which I imagine means valor, 4 Purple Hearts, the Vietnam Cross of Gallantry, Joint Service Commendation Medal. I'm not even halfway through the list. Combat Action Ribbon, 3 Good Conduct Ribbons, Battle Stars, Navy Commendation Medal, because the Marines is under the Navy, Navy Achievement Medal, CG Certificate of Merit, multiple letters of merit appreciation and commendation. He is the first African American to command a Marine Recon Company and the first enlisted African American Marine officer to receive a battlefield commission. Damn, I mean, that's a Medal of Honor right there, just that one sentence.
Yeah.
I mean, I can keep going, but what y'all need to do is y'all need to go to J Hood's Instagram. The link will be in the audio pods. It'll be in the YouTube video. It'll be on Dirty Glove Bastard. And and there's a link there that you can sign the petition to help get this man the recognition he deserves.
What actually you guys would do, like you said, is, you know, it takes 2 seconds, click the link and just put a digital signature. You don't even have to really sign it. It's with a click of a button. You know what I mean?
Nah, he ain't exaggerating. It took no time at all. I signed it immediately.
We're just trying to get him the award that he deserves, man. You know, he's still alive. He's 84 years old right now. And, you know, we just want to make sure that he gets the award while he's still living and breathing.
Man, I pray that he does, brother. Hey, if you don't mind, stay on for a second, but thank you for your time, and shout out all your socials and anything you got coming out.
Get at me, man. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Real J Hood. That's RealJHood. Check me out on my website, www.jhoodonline.com.
All right, it's a bet, man. Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network.
I'm sorry about that. That's my old website. It's www.realjhood.com, man.
That's all good. All right, thanks, man.